Welcome back to your daily dose. My name is Robert. It's my pal Susan, and we don't know unless somebody's got a rabbit hole she's been digging, and her name is Susan right now. So, go ahead, pal.
Yeah. So I was when I woke up yesterday morning, I was informed that I had actually been punching my husband in the middle of the night, yelling
Sorry.
and hitting the guy. Now, he's described me thrashing and verbalizing and vocalizing and stuff that's not uncommon when you have
Right.
Parkinson's. But dang, Robert, to know that I was slugging the guy, I'm stunned at that. He told me he came and wrapped his arms and held me really tight and said, "It's me, it's Chip, it's Susan, it's okay, it's me, it's Chip, it's Chip." And then it took me a while to settle down. But holy cow, that's that's just a powerful part of this Parkinson's thing we're all living with. And YOPN is brilliantly, coincidentally having a open house tonight on fighting the blues. And I have to assume, I don't know why I was hitting Chip, but maybe if there's anything to dream theory, it's because I was working something out. Not that I've ever had any idea, notion of hitting the guy, but wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, whether it's dream theory or more neurologically, neurochemically induced based on there's enough people with Parkinson's who suffer the same thing, there's something there. And it's YOPN, by the way, Young Onset Parkinson Network, for those who don't know. We are partnered with them to do a Jam for Joy on Thursdays. They're wonderful people. And these types of things are things, if you're not in the know, you wouldn't consider, oh, that's Parkinson's related to. It's a big tent disease. A lot of stuff falls under it.
Indeed, indeed. And many people don't remember their dreams or don't even remember how they felt or slept during the night.
Right.
Maybe they wake up and get going on their day quickly and don't sit with that moment or whatever, or maybe they feel a sense of something. I actually can remember a dream that I was having, but my goodness, it's so stunning to me to I've never hit anybody. And I was. Yeah, so we debate about, should he sleep down the hall? Should I sleep down the hall in the guest bedroom? I mean, and every time I take him with me to my movement disorder specialist, she literally looks at him and says, "So has she hit you yet?" And we laugh. Well, this time it's
Aha, funny you should mention.
whoa, funny you should mention it. Yes.
Mhm.
So that lands somewhere. I guess where it's landing for me, other than the shock factor of my own middle of the night actions, is just exactly what you just said. How broad this tent is, how hard this is to pin down, unless you happen to have the classic resting tremor and maybe an awkward gait or an arm that's not swinging. Other than that, it's a giant mystery, and it takes most people a few years to figure it out.
Well, and not only, like you mentioned, those two classic symptoms, but if that's all you have, you're an extraordinarily rare person with Parkinson's, because
You
that's like,
probably haven't done deep enough. You probably haven't noticed the fact that your handwriting has changed is a classic symptom, or that you've lost your sense of smell, or so many other things. But one of them is depression and stress and anxiety, and that's why Yax is here. That's why we're here. I love telling people that that's what we do as a form of exercise, as a regular practice.
I did have a practitioner today who works in another modality, another intervention for Parkinson's, singing our praises because saying, I have 20 minutes of this excellent program that I love, and then I have a 40-minute gap that we don't know what to do with. And your program is the perfect thing to yes and our program because it is slated for an hour, but we've got this 40-minute block. And by the way, a lot of our teachers aren't good at making stuff up on the spot. They're not good at listening and making, playing games necessarily that they have to create. So having this as a yes and, that it fits right into so many parts of the gaps, whether they are depression, anxiety, stress, whether they are program directed, where people have, a great piece, and it needs, like you said, community. Because this is a disease that if you're trying to do it alone, you could be doing everything right and probably still suffering pretty bad.
And that connection, that sense of community and camaraderie and communication can take you a long way toward a kind of healing that really matters.
Yeah, better quality of life. That's your daily dose.